Hello everyone. In this video, I will give a walkthrough on how to upload raw sequences for SARS-CoV-2 along with its metadata to the European Nucleotide Archive, also called ENA, this using our Galaxy tool. I will also include how to remove human reads from the viral data so no sensitive data is shared. All details can also be found at our website rdm.elixirbelgium.org COVID-19. We start off by opening the terminal. How to do this varies among different operating systems, but in Windows it is called command line or PowerShell, and in Linux and macOS it can be found under the name terminal as seen here. Since we will run our own Galaxy instance in a Docker container, we will need Docker. So make sure you have Docker installed and it is available on your path. How to install Docker can be found on the documentation website of Docker itself, docs.docker.com. To check whether Docker is correctly installed, you can run docker run hello world in the terminal. And if this command outputs hello from Docker, you're good to go. The command to run the Galaxy container can be found at our documentation website mentioned earlier. There you can go to the SARS-CoV-2 section, and within the subsection setting up the Galaxy container, you can copy the command that belongs to your operating system and paste it in the terminal. Then hit enter. In this process, Docker will download the container image, which is around 3.5 GB in size. So for convenience, we will speed up this part in the video. When everything is running correctly, you can see the logs appearing from the Galaxy database, similar to what you see here. Go back to your browser and go to localhost 8080 to find the interface of the Galaxy container. On the left, you can find the tools panel with all the available tools. In the middle, a short step-by-step guide about the topics we discuss in this video, and on the right, the history with the datasets, which is empty right now. If you want to have a short introduction into Galaxy, you can visit the Galaxy 101 tutorial on the Galaxy Training Network website. First off, we will set up the ENA credentials. These credentials can be made on the website of ENA as linked below. After registration, you will get a Webin ID, which will be used to upload the data to ENA and to check your submission onto the website. Log in into Galaxy by using admin as username and password as password. Once logged in, you can go to the user preferences and manage your user information. Fill in your ENA Webin ID and password and click Save. Next step is to get your raw data into Galaxy. Click Upload File and choose your local files you want to upload. The supported file formats are FASTQ or fastq.gz. Uncompressed FASTQ files should be assigned the FASTQ Sanger format, a version of FASTQ preferred by Galaxy tools, as demonstrated here. Click Start. This should go fairly quick, depending on the size of the data. Once your files are loaded in Galaxy, we can start processing them. The Clean Human Reads from Raw Data tool does what it says and will remove human reads from your raw reads with one click. Select human Homo sapiens HG38 as reference genome and select whether your data is single-end or paired-end. In this example, we have single-end data. You can process the data one by one, but preferably you want to process all your datasets at the same time. For this, you can click on the multiple datasets icon. If you don't see your datasets appearing here, they most likely have not the correct file format. Select the datasets to clean and press execute. This step requires quite some resources, so this may impact the performance of your device for other tasks during this step. This step is fast forwarded in this video. The output files will be generated in the history panel on the right. When they turn green, the execution is finished. To validate this step ran as expected, check the file size of the output files. They should be in the same order of magnitude as your input file. If they are not, something went wrong. This can be, for example, due to the lack of sufficient memory on the device to perform this step. Now that the data is free from human reads, we can go to the next step and open the ENA upload tool. This tool makes it easy to upload your raw data accompanied with its metadata to ENA. This metadata can be supplied interactively using the tool, using an Excel sheet, or by using TSV tables. In the screencast, we will demonstrate the upload of the metadata using the Excel templates. The template can be found in the documentation and is also linked below. The different tabs represent different levels of metadata, including study, sample, experiment, and run. Fields that have a controlled vocabulary can be filled in by using the drop-down menus. The file can be edited locally using Excel by downloading the template. It is important to notice that the alias column is used to connect different levels with each other, so make consistent use of them and make them unique among all your submissions. These aliases are also used to connect the correct metadata to the data files. And last but not least, make sure that the file names listed in the runs table correspond to the ones you uploaded in Galaxy. For the screencast, we pre-filled a template with example metadata. When we go back to the ENA upload tool, we will just go over the options step by step. Yes, for this demonstration, we want to first upload to the dev instance of ENA. Submissions to this instance will be automatically deleted, making it ideal for testing. This is always a good practice if it's the first time doing a submission to ENA. If your test submission is successful, you can rerun the process and click No in order to submit the data to the public server of ENA. We will use the Excel template, and our submission belongs to a viral sample. We don't want to print the metadata tables, so we leave this no. This is there for development reasons. As you can see, there is no Excel file yet available, so we first have to upload our filled-in template. This is done in the same way as uploading our data files. The Excel file is taken automatically as input based on its file extension. We select the datasets that we want to submit. Make sure that you take the ones where human reads were removed. These are normally the top ones in the list. Finally, provide the affiliation center for which the submission is done. Click Execute. This step is fast-forwarded in this video. If everything goes well, 4 metadata tables are generated in the history along with a process output file. When they turn green, the submission is successful. This seems to be the case here. Now we check on our submission on the website of ENA itself. The correct link to the Webin for both the dev instance and the public instance of ENA can be found in the documentation and in the links below this video. Fill in your Webin ID and password and click Login. After login, you can check your studies by clicking on the Studies Report button. By clicking on Edit XML, it is possible to have a look whether the metadata is correctly parsed, something that is worthwhile for these samples. All the attributes seem to be correctly filled in. This was everything for this screencast. Thank you for watching and good luck with your upcoming ENA submissions using our Galaxy tool.